Let me join with my desktop so I can easily share everything.
I was telling Robert, the importance of just getting content out there, and it seems
Right.
counterintuitive, to get content. But I mean, any content is better than no content because people are gonna know you.
And also we have these rules basically that make us only have certain kind of content with people and stuff like that. Let me pull up all the social media, or you're looking for something in specific?
I want to see how our numbers have been.
All right.
Because Robert struggles with, he's a creative, and like all creatives, he struggles with it. Social media is very much like marketing. Marketing is very much like sales. Sales is a bad word. But, I was telling him, we've only been doing social media really since the beginning of the year, effectively. And, we started out getting nothing, and now we get a few hundred people. And that's
right.
And there's nothing special we put on there. We put excerpts of our classes. We put us talking, my news, and, but we do it consistently put it out.
Right. Here, I'm going to start with the easiest one, so to speak, and then I'll leave the worst till last. They are all the same, so there is not that big of a difference, but let me show you what we're about. We've been posting, for example, on TikTok, only the news and the clips from the meetings on this platform. And when we started, we were getting, I don't know, like 20 views, 10 views. And in TikTok, it's definitely hard to get a low volume of views. But we were getting basically no views at all until we started posting consistently the news from John. I feel this was the turning point on the social media, where we were getting some views and some clicks and everything, but basically we shot straight up, and then we started doing some local stuff like the Monks Walk and stuff like this, and we got quite a ton of views on those videos. But I can show you here, we were getting, I don't know, 67 views. The first reel we got was 1 view only, so we've been building upon that. 50 views, 96, 93, and then we started getting on.
And you got rid of all the bots and the out of the country views, right? Those are just local views, right?
I don't know if John told you this, but I'm in Mexico, so TikTok by default picks up that I'm in Mexico and shows the posts to Mexican people. And of course, we don't want that. We are trying to show this to people in Charlotte and specifically people in Valentine. So I got a VPN. And we got a little bit of a downturn on the views from that because we have a waiting period where our account is set in Mexico, but our posts are going to USA. So the algorithm doesn't prioritize our content since it's a Mexican account trying to get shown to a US region. And we still have like 25 more days until we can change it. But the VPN was definitely the choice there to start targeting the people in Charlotte on TikTok and on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and all of this, because I can always tag the school, but if I don't have the IP to match that location, then it's not really going to do much for us in that sense. And I think I can show you how our audience is compromised now. We have heavily skewed toward male on TikTok, a little bit on the not teenagers anymore, basically. 25 to 34, sorry, is our biggest demographic. And before we had 95%, 96% from Mexico and only 1 or 2% from US. And now we have 95% United States.
Can you pull up just a random video clip that we show? Because I want to show how uninteresting they are.
Right. I'll get one with a lot of views if you want.
Yeah.
This one, I don't know what happened. Sorry, let me refresh. Probably went a little bit crazy. But I'll just put this one, for example.
Well, not the news. Something besides the news, because you already saw that.
All right. For example, this one.
Yeah, you already saw one too. Oh no, you didn't see it. That's good. That's good. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. That's good. That's good. You didn't see that one. That one's good.
Okay.
Sound.
Yep. 1 second. There we go.
But it's us talking. There's hundreds of views, but they're local views,
Mhm.
you know, and people wouldn't be seeing it if they weren't interested in media arts. No sound.
Because people were so unfamiliar with it still, and people were scared of change and all that stuff. I'm thinking maybe we shouldn't have AI in that. And it's almost like saying, take
You
it
just
on
said
with the internet. I mean, the internet, what the heck are you talking about? Yeah, AI is so big. You know, you're not telling them what tool to take the time back with. You're just saying with AI. And I think people go, AI.
Generalized.
Yeah, and they have this preconceived notion about it, especially in North Carolina, especially in South Carolina. They just don't want to. They don't want to.
Sorry, thought it was going to show me more from us, but here is the profile from us. This is another one I think that was okay, and it's much more like a comedy skit or something like this. We're trying to play into the
Give them a dog, basically.
yeah, how people react to pets on the social media, and we're trying to capitalize on that a little bit, just experimenting around. And I consider TikTok as a great playground to test out ideas, since everything is so fast-paced. You can make a mistake or maybe put something that is not really beneficial, and it will be forgotten very quickly, basically, and you can do it is just the dog, right?
What am I saying? I can't hear anything.
I think you're just doggy talking her.
Okay.
And
She's gonna smoke.
Who's shooting this?
But I mean, stupid thing, but like, that just yeah, it's just a stupid video, you know, but it gets traction.
And this one got, I think, 100 views from US people. So if you consider that we also posted this on YouTube, for example, and this also got views on YouTube, and this also got views on Facebook, and this also got views on Instagram, then we are basically getting at least 100 from all of this social media. We now got 500 eyes on us just for posting a doggy video. Of course, we need to refine a lot. We're still just trying to find what works for us, because we got some engagement and some likes and some comments and everything on Facebook and on YouTube and everything, but we're not really getting the next step, which is for them to visit the website and then sign up for the programs and all of this. But it's a start, I guess, and especially with TikTok and YouTube, that is very fast-paced. I think we're on the right track. We just need to continue with consistency, basically. And YouTube is very surprising. I think we have one with almost 100 views, and we've been playing heavily into the 1,000 views, and we've been playing heavily into the shorts format on YouTube, since it gets very easily boosted. And you can already see here we got some interactions here: one like, 100 views, 122, 182, 204, 235, 373. So if you add all of this up, it's quite a big audience over 1 month of just publishing the videos. And this one, for example, 550 views. There is nothing special from this video. I cannot easily tell why people like this one more than the others.
Because you can't see me, that's why.
Yeah.
Historic storm 11.
This one-
5 inches.
This one doesn't even have captions, and you cannot even clearly see John, and it got 550 views. I think that's nothing to scoff at, but still, retention time, viewing time is very small, like 4 seconds or 5 seconds for us. So we need to bring that up also. But
And
still,
you can imagine 500 views doesn't sound like a lot, but imagine 500 people in a room listening to you. It's, you know, and whatever it take to do that. I just set up a microphone in the studio and recorded myself read the news, which I would have done anyway.
and of course, and this is something very, how can I say this, that fulfills the purpose, but we can go as fancy or as elaborate or whatever. Of course, we have not tried something different than this because it's been working, but definitely there is a lot of paths that we can take with this kind of content, and especially since we have the studio, I think that's a big advantage for us, that we can quickly and easily generate the content. We also have the email marketing. Should I show this also, John?
Sure, yeah.
All right. You're gonna see some weird numbers here because the last nurture I did by hand. We're just trying different strategies, since this one normally gets sent to promotional tab or maybe not strictly to the inbox, but still we've been getting okay performance on this kind of email automations. And so I can show you 145 opens for the last one that we sent through MailChimp. Only 2 clicks. This is our biggest pain point, I would say. And I can easily show you the email. Give me 1 second.
I mean, 145 people opening an email that was unsolicitedly sent it to them. It's a pretty good number.
Right. And not necessarily unsolicited, but maybe not directly related to what they asked from us. But still, it's great performance, and it's very simple email. Of course, we're not trying to do anything fancy. We have these 2 links, request a studio tour. They click, takes them to the scheduler on our main website. They can quickly use the tool. And the other one is, of course, the information for the program that we're trying to get them to enroll. I don't know if you had already seen this, but of course, any feedback is appreciated. This isn't really working for us at all. And we're getting a ton of eyes on this page, but not really interaction or signups or leads or anything like that. And I can show you the traffic, of course, for this website. Let me know if I'm going too long. I really, I get easily excited on this. Basically, we have 1 visitor at the moment from Charlotte. I think it might be me, since I have the VPN open. So it's probably detecting me as somebody from Charlotte. And it's probably is me, right? So let me show you the visits. This is only last 7 days. In the last 7 days, we've had 116 people visiting this website that I show you. We had a big problem with bots from Singapore and China. I did some IP blocking, and then I turned off some features from our blog to not get them to visit. And I think it's working, but I don't know. We still have them here, so I'll probably wait some weeks to see if this was successful. But they were trying to get into the backend and everything, so it was annoying me a lot.
If you're looking at Program AI for Business School, 116 hits. That's significantly more than the other programs combined.
Right.
8 filmmaking.
And this is because we try to focus each of the cycles. For example, if we have upcoming AI, we focus everything on social media and on the emails and the advertisements and everything for AI. And then the next one, we go to DSM or social media, or then filmmaking and broadcasting. But we do this kind of cycles for different topics.
You guys can keep talking. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, of course. I don't know if you would like to see something or would like me to show something in specific. No problem at all.
What's your thought on your situation?
Oh, okay. My situation. I am a longtime filmmaker, and I've been unemployed for about a year, dealing with my son of late who has autism and ADHD, but that's a totally separate animal. Anyway, I was, after COVID, looking for just work with corporate or commercial facilities that could sustain me, and trying to get out of freelance because COVID kind of killed my freelance ability. So for the last 4 or 5 years, I guess, I've been working for other companies. So I kind of destroyed my freelance arm for the most part. Now I can't seem to get in front of corporate people to get hired anymore, since I was let go from my last job. So I'm trying to figure out where that puts me, if I should be rebuilding my business and how I should do that, because I can't seem to get any online traction. It used to be word of mouth was the thing for me, and now that gets me nothing.
Right.
So I'm basically at like the launch pad, trying to figure out how to get the rocket to go off.
Go ahead. Sorry, I got you.
Just looking in general to see what I can do to fix this problem.
To launch the rocket, right?
That's right.
So I have some thoughts. Of course, I'm not an expert at advertising or getting clients for filmmakers. It's much more of a commercial thing, my expertise. I've worked with a lot of retail stores here in Mexico and business to business also a little bit, but much more focused on merchandising, on consumer, basically facing processes. But I think online advertising is something that almost any business or every business needs to be doing. I don't know if you have a website or something that people can easily find your work at.
I do.
Right?
I do.
Would you mind if I check it out?
Yeah, sure. It's imageimpactgroup.com.
All right. So in my opinion, and this is very modern way of thinking, of course, everybody has their styles and everybody can do whatever they want. This one shouldn't be this image of the waterfall. I love it, of course, but it should be something from your work, probably. And it should be autoplay with no audio. So that even if they don't want to see it, they need to see it if they want to visit your website. And I feel as soon as the people see something moving in the background, it's highly attractive for them. I don't know if you have seen our website, but we have some very nice visit time on our website, almost 2.5 minutes.
I've got to figure out how I can do that with WordPress.
WordPress is the best for me. I love WordPress. I can definitely, hopefully, teach you how to do this. Is what we use for our own website, actually, WordPress. And for me, is one of the best tools that you can pick because it is open source. Nobody is going to try to poke your eyes out with the price or with features or everything like that. But I really like it, and I think you made a good choice with this software. And definitely more showcasing your work and less trying to be like a corporate a piece style of design, basically. Because from here I can see it's probably going to be very interesting to see the work. Right, immediately some nice movement. I don't know if you like drones. I really like racing drones.
Yeah, all this is my drone work.
Excellent. Congrats. Would you mind if I show you mine in a second after this?
Sure.
No, but I have a better feel now for what you meant with corporate clients and everything. And I definitely think this should be some of the first things that people see instead of being at the very bottom and the last item. I feel it should be over here at the very top. Because this is a great work. And also remember, and I don't mean to tell you how to work, of course, but it's very important to watermark your work so that I cannot very easily steal it from you.
Okay.
I'm sorry. This is maybe a Mexico thing, not a US thing. But in Mexico, we always try to watermark everything because there is a lot of disrespect for intellectual property over here. Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
This is definitely what should be at the very top of your website in the biggest size that you can possibly make it. And it should be autoplay and with no audio and with the option for them to go full screen and everything.
Yeah, I gotta figure out the back when I originally designed this site, and it's been like 6 or 7 years. Back then, there was no easy way to integrate video into a WordPress site. So I just didn't do it, and I haven't really done a whole major overhaul since then.
Right. I highly recommend for you this tool that is called Elementor. It has 2 versions. It has the free version and the paid version. But I feel personally, as soon as you, and you can, of course, watch some YouTube videos. And we also have e-commerce program, but we haven't really gotten much traction for that one. But basically, this one, you can quickly see on YouTube some tutorials. And I expect you'll have no difficulty getting the hang of it. But it's very simple to use. And it has a lot of features. Even in the free version, you don't have to pay for it. That I feel will make your life way easier when you're doing the editing for your website. The other thing that I also think would highly benefit you is this plugin called Yoast. YOAST, Yoast SEO. I don't know if you have heard or you use something for SEO.
No, I don't really. See, this is all marketing stuff that I never really got into. I'll hire people to do this if a client needs it, but I normally don't get into this kind of stuff. Yoast, huh?
And I would say it's not difficult at all, but of course, as with everything that is worth it, is very time consuming. So if you have time, I would recommend you dive into this one, because it's not like you're gonna have to learn at the technical level to be able to offer it as a service, but it's good to know it for yourself, so you don't have to wait on anyone else to do the changes you need, because on the internet, everything changes super fast, and you need to be able to be flexible and not wait on the word of somebody else, basically. And it's pretty self-explanatory. It's like a traffic light. If you have a good ranking, it will be green. If not, it's going to be red or orange. Like this one, we have some problems. But basically, this is for you to be able to be more easily found when people look in Google for you. So this is also, for me, Google is the best place to meet clients, because it's a consume moment. Why they go to Google? Because they are doing the search query for the stuff that they need right at that moment. And if you're one of the top options, then maybe it's not a guaranteed sale, but definitely you'll be on their minds for a while if they're looking for something. So for me, it's very important to be present in Google, much more than social media. Although for you, since you're a filmmaker, your work is very visual, social media could also be a great place for you to show off your work. And one way you can do it is by including the link to the website always at the end. We don't always follow this rule, but we try to, of course. And for example, here we have the link. So we have maybe one of the clips that we saw on your portfolio, and we have it as a reel or a short. If you remember, YouTube Shorts get a lot of boost by YouTube on the algorithm. It gets to a lot of people. So you'll probably, since it's very attractive and it's very good work, you'll probably get a lot of eyes on that piece of work. And if you include the link, then maybe somebody that is interested will click on it, and you'll start getting also some more visits to your website. And sorry if I'm going too fast. This is just the final thing that I can think of that could help you. This is Google Ads. I don't know if you have worked with Google Ads, but basically for me, it's one of the greatest tools to get traffic to our website. And of course, as always, it's not guaranteed sales, but at least it's guaranteed eyes on the product, and they can make their own opinion. We already showed it to them basically, and they can choose what to do with this. But I think it's great. You're on a great starting point, if I may say so. It needs some work, of course, but it's light work basically. And the most important part is this reels and showcase and everything, and you already have that. The rest is just arranging it in a way that people find it easy to interact with and easy to leave their information also here. I don't know where I would go if I wanted to hire you. Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? Here, no data, no buttons, no nothing. Oh, contact us here. There is no pop, there is no guidance, there is no path to follow in my eyes to get to the contact part. And with Elementor, I think you'll have much more easier time than with whatever tool you currently have on WordPress, because it's very flexible and drag and drop. I can show you the interface if you want to. So you can have a feel for what I'm talking about when I say it's drag and drop, very easy to use.
Is it basically a plugin that you install into a WordPress site?
Yes, sir. It has free version and it has paid version.
Okay.
But free should be more than enough for what you're looking to do. If you feel like you need more, then of course. Now, of course, I have more than 10 years using Elementor, so sorry if I go a little bit quickly, but here we have videos and everything. But let's say I want a video in the background. I can very easily take care of that. And of course, this is not meant to show you exactly step-by-step how to do it, but we can, of course, definitely do that. And here I only need to paste the video link. Let me find one before proceeding. This one is just an example, of course. I just paste the link from my own media, and now he's the background for this section right? And it's playing the video, and it's also playing videos on top, and it has all the content and buttons and everything. I'm gonna undo this change because, of course, it looks weird. But it's very easy to just, I want to change this. Okay, I just drag it and I drop it over here, and that's it. And if I want to change the colors, for example, I can very easily do so. I don't need to learn code. I don't need to go into PHP. I don't need to learn HTML or CSS. Of course, I know them by association with all of this for more than 10 years. But I really like that the people I teach and the people that were my clients in Mexico don't need me to do all of this. Hey, I would like to change the text of the button. Okay, I show you how. I give you a handbook on how to do it. And you just go here and say, okay, I want change this button. And that's it. Boom, done. No need for coding, no need for special education or something like this. It's something that for me, I think personally is very simple and very worth it.
Okay.
For us. I hope this was helpful for you and could help you maybe
Yes,
get the
absolutely.
next steps for your project. And of course, if sometimes you have any question or need help with something in particular, you can always email us or write to me, and I'll try to help you as best as I can.
All right, you go. Well, thank you very much. That's very cool.
Of course.
What you working on today?
So I have the prospecting to go about from the images that you sent yesterday, and I want to contact them. But that's pretty much the main item for today. I don't know if I should add something else to this task.
Let me, do we have the Fox News guy today?
We have today, yes.
What time is that?
Let me confirm this. Give me 1 second.
12:30, I think. So 2,400 people viewed us. Nice. How long is that? 30 days?
This is 7 days.
7 days. Okay, 2,400 people in 7 days. 98 clicks. So clicks is what you want to get on. You're gonna put in their information.
I can show you a detailed view because we have 3 different ads running at the moment. And it's basically we're testing for different landing pages, different language even. And we can quickly see what is working and what is not. First proposal is working, 2,000 impressions, 95 clicks. Not the best, not the worst. I would like to bring this click-through rate up, of course, but we are getting visits to the page. This one in Spanish, 0 clicks, 2 impressions. There is not many people in Charlotte looking for AI in Spanish for the terms that I said. And this one is actually avoiding AI at all. It's worth talking about automation and talking about different things. Only 3 clicks, but of course, this is very high rate, but not a lot of search volume. So this is not as valuable as the first one. But yeah, that's basically the rundown for this. And we have the screen which we were looking at. We have also some more data over here. You guys can look at while I confirm this. I think John meeting says here 11:30 a.m. CST.
Okay, so yeah, 12:30. What so you haven't sent any of the emails out to the list?
I did. I sent yesterday. I sent 72. We haven't gotten any responses from them yet.
How many opens?
Give me 1 second.
You know, one of the things I learned from the Fusion networking event the other day was how they really do a good job in getting the whole community together. I mean, people like me, you know, you think would be competitors, you know, and other people like that too. There was a couple other schools there, British American school, and you know, we all kind of have the same audience, but we have a different niche. And I thought about maybe we should host a program like that, host a networking event like that.
So it looks like 9 opens. Not all of them were the ones I sent yesterday. These were from the ones that I sent yesterday. These were from the previous nurture that went on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And this one you will always get counted because we always communicate. So you're in there by default, basically. But these are leads, basically. And these are from the prospecting that we did for the Torrington businesses.
Cool.
All right. Hopefully, I expected this to be higher, but okay. And I'll try to find more emails for the rest of the people that you send me and send it to them.
Sounds good.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Of course, thank you very much. Let me know if you need something else. This is my main task for today, and I expect to be done a little bit early with this, so please feel free to send more tasks my way.
Thanks, you.
Of course, have a great day.
Thank
boss.
you.
Great to meet you, and
Take care.
I need your service, whatever you need with WordPress or marketing or whatever, just stop by the school.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Have a great day.